Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing? No, none of the casts are going to respond right now. How's everyone doing?
I thought you were talking to chat.
Hi.
I thought this was like a say it louder.
No, definitely not.
Like,
So.
I can't.
Can you say?
Was this not the mime episode? I thought this was the...
Oh, no,
Mimes.
definitely not the mime episode. So I'm gonna.
That'd be the.
Yeah. Well, I hope everyone has had a great couple of weeks. It's been a hot minute, I feel like, since we've all been together. Which, you know, can be a good thing. Also, it can be a bad thing. Who knows? So, I am having issues with my camera, so I am very quickly trying to fix that.
Oh no. Tofu requesting a mime episode now.
Tofu, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think I have the capacity nor the stamina to make that happen. I don't think I could handle that personally. So
Tofu, just turn off your headphones for about 5 minutes. You'll be good.
yeah, it'll be like we're there. So I have a bunch of announcements tonight, and we're gonna kind of jump in. The first thing is we are in 2020. Woohoo! And so the big thing here is that that means, as far as my own planning and stuff like that, we only have 4 months left of this arc, guys. That comes out to about 19 episodes. So
What?
Raven said, no, this is 2019 part 2. Not wrong. Yeah.
Please no.
Yeah.
It's just fresh new start.
Yep. So with that, this is the third leg of this arc that we're going to be embarking on, and I use that term very intentionally as our story goes. Our other couple of announcements, we have advancement points in the channel points Watchtown thing. So if you are watching, participating live on Twitch, you gain points and you can redeem those points to do a couple things. One of which is have a player character reroll. Tofu, thanks for the 23. She says, fresh new decade of destruction. Not wrong. So you can redeem those for a couple different things. The two most notable things, you can have a player re-roll a die roll, or you can take control of an NPC and kind of govern their next few actions. Reckless Fury, thanks for the subscription. You are wonderful. That I don't have my metrics in front
Whoever
of me, but
you are.
it's awesome. Reckless Fury, the unseen force behind this podcast. Also, if you are watching on Twitch right now, you can participate in chat by rolling like Tofu just did by typing !D100. We are excited to see your rolls and how badly you influence the stream.
Oh, reckless.
Rolled a 9, so not the best, but not please roll. Oh, that's wonderful. Lastly, we hope you enjoyed our pre-roll. It features all of the artwork that has been submitted to us by fans and memes by all sorts of people. So if you have any or you'd like to make some, shoot it our way. We are definitely interested in showcasing your artwork in our pre-roll, and we'll post it on social media, so you can consider yourself published by us, I guess. I don't know. If you want to, you don't have to. Immortalized. There we go. If you are watching this episode live on Twitch, we will have an opportunity later in the episode where you will be able to actually be an NPC, non-player character in the stream, and I will be asking some people in chat for different actions, roles, things of that nature. So if you are interested in that, definitely make sure you're paying attention. So and then the last and final thing, over the break, I had some kind of time to kick back, relax, not really, but kind of think some. Who's ever typing? You are typing very angrily.
Clack, clack, clack.
Yeah. so I had an opportunity to kind of think about some things in regards to our podcast company, all that fun stuff. And so one of the things I'd like to do for this podcast is at the end of this arc. So we'll be looking about probably in May, I would say. We're going to launch a Kickstarter for a published module featuring the entirety of Arc 1. So we'd love for you to be a part of that.
No. Does this include the Big League Chew incident?
This does. There will be I am going to be taking each and every adventure and every part of my notes and actually turning it into a full-fledged published module, or as we call them, arcs. And there will be a stretch goal for a 5th edition D&D version if you are interested in that. So, hope you enjoy it. Hope it's awesome. I think it's going to be awesome. So, that's all I have. Anyone else want to share anything?
No.
All right. Well, there it is, guys. Thanks for joining us. This is Shattered Dungeons.
Trust a man and I'll...
Wait, what? Why can't we ever trust a man? I mean, I know why, but why in this instance?
Free dragon cookies are never free.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You are still having random noises come through. You might need to take it the opposite direction.
I have it all the way down to the left.
Oh, you want to take it more to the right, but not too far, because then we lose you. So, welcome. I guess just got a text from Chivi. She is trying to set up a hotspot. Her network is down in the entire neighborhood, so she has no internet right now. So we'll be taking her along with us on this journey under the assumption that she's able to get on, but just know that she is there in spirit.
Judging us for our horrible actions.
Yeah, for real. And horrible actions they will be. Raven just rolled a 57 in chat, which means, you know what? We're going to let Reg go first tonight. So, yep. With us tonight, we have Jordan playing Reg.
Hello, everyone. My name is Reg, and my tummy still kind of hurts.
We have Ray playing Rog.
Did anybody else have an out-of-mind experience, or no? Just me? Oh, okay.
We have Dion playing Caden.
Hello.
We would have, Heather playing Chivi, but her internet is not working.
Hello, I'm Chivi.
Yep. Cliff is not with us this evening. He plays lutes. Nope. We're going to leave him behind. And then finally, and most graciously, we have Lauren playing Pax. And she put the microphone sensitivity too far to the right and now has to come back to the left.
She's playing the mime episode.
Oh yeah, mime episode begins now.
Yeah, she's Tofu's mime episode. Still not great. You'll have to go back further.
How's that?
That's better.
Hello, children.
You're alive.
Well, now I can't say my little thing.
No, now you
I
can.
practiced.
No, you're on. All right, let's do it again. And Lauren playing Pax.
I'm Pax, and I'm a little disappointed because on day 6 of Whole 30, I have yet to turn into a unicorn rainbow sparkle fairy princess.
And that's exactly what happens if you succeed at a full week of Whole 30.
That's what I'm hoping for.
For those of you who don't know. So we are going to jump right on into this thing. I hope you are in good spirits, because I certainly am. Rog has moved himself into the fountain, I see. His normal state
I don't know
of being.
who keeps moving me out of it.
I keep moving you out
Rock
of
is
it.
in good spirits, mostly whiskey.
Yeah.
Splish splash.
Tofu says she's disappointed too, Pax. She needs you to be a unicorn sparkle fairy princess.
I will try my best.
Yeah, just
That'll
will
be
it
our
hard enough.
Valentine's Day one shot.
Yes.
Sounds like your next character needs to be a lamb kai.
Oh my, not wrong.
My Little Pony, friendship is murder.
Oh my.
Pony.
Can you please do that all the time like that? That's your combat voice?
Like, it gets me choked up and I cough because I can't talk like that too much.
Ah, gotcha. That's your Batman voice.
it might be a bit difficult for some people to do voices for a long period of time.
True. So, let's begin.
Yes,
now that
Death
we've
Pony Tofu.
now that
Death
we've
Pony.
that is terrifying to say the least.
You know, somebody better contact Amtrak because this train derailed a long time ago.
Yeah. Let's reel it in. The day dawns not long after the sounds of hustle and bustle settle in. As the Tuesday Knights, or what's left of them at least, pack their belongings, a shout is heard from outside. It's here, ships are docking! All deckhands, get moving! Hurriedly, the group rushes out of their respective rooms and out into the streets. Gazing out onto the emerald sea, you spot the huge cargo ship that symbolizes a ticket home. Not long after the ship, known as the Fool's Bounty, is unloaded, people and cargo begin boarding. Dockmaster Billum finds you each and says, "Ship's here. Get on board unless you like to stay." You are led to the berth, and you get settled for the journey ahead of you. After some time, and I'm just going to go ahead and move everyone over to the berth, which is something I learned while planning the session. That means the interior of the ship.
I give birth to us.
Yes. After some time, the sounds above deck indicate that the ship is finally setting sail. You take the opportunity to go above deck and take in the view of the voyage. So I'm going to let you guys kind of meander around and up to the deck if you'd like. You are free to roam about the ship.
Does anyone want to go to the very front of the ship and fly?
You can fly?
Only if I can be king of the world.
Immediate full sprint for the front of the ship.
Has anyone seen Lieutenant Pelvic Thrust?
What?
I believe we left him and his pants behind.
He means Mr. Bellsprout.
So that is a great question. One I did not write down in my opening monologue.
Seasick below.
Ew.
Eh?
Lutz insisted that he is not actually... I'm sorry. Let me do his voice for you guys.
Always.
Please.
Upon seeing the dockmaster, you guys are like, all right, let's board. And Lutz just very simply says, no, I cannot board. I am not welcome there. I'm going to have to be a stowaway. You're going to have to put me in a box and carry me on. I will be cargo, and I will see you afterwards when the journey is complete.
Reg,
Okay.
put the man in a box.
Put me
You
in a
sound
box,
different.
Reg.
Do you have a cold?
Yeah. I have just a little bit of a cold. That
I'm
is
sure
why my
some
voice
time
is
in
so
box
deep.
will really help you feel better.
Yeah, the box will help. So Reg stuffs him in a box. Chivi is on board, but she is getting seasick quickly, so she stays bedridden. And that's how we're writing her off.
Perfect.
So,
Hey, Captain. Captain, I've got a question.
so moving to the right, Reg has not gone above deck.
Wait,
I haven't?
how do
No,
we...
you are
I don't see
in.
my...
You're below.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
To the right.
Yeah, move
I'm
to the right.
Oh my goodness, there was a whole other half of a map.
Can you swim? Okay.
Yep. Reg leaps expertly across the chasm. No. For those of
Just
you
stay
who
off
not
of the ice.
watching, the ships are next to each other, both levels, so it looks like there's water between them. There isn't, though. So Reg walks up to Captain, and I forget.
I'm assuming he's driving.
Yeah.
Driving.
He's
The sailboat.
he's driving ye old boat.
Driving.
With Rog on his shoulder.
Yes, I had to check his name real quick. I named everybody, but I couldn't. I can't read it from this size. And so Reg walks up to the captain and he goes, well, at Dargoth, I haven't seen one of you all in, well, a couple days, I guess, now that I think about it. What can I do for you? Please don't smash me.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. And I mean, unless you ask me to. People ask me weird stuff all the time. Like, hey, Rage, put me in a box. Anywho, so this is called the Fool's Bounty, right?
Oh, why indeed.
And we is your passengers, right?
Yes.
Does that make us the fools?
Indeed it does. Welcome,
okay, just
fool.
But nice to meet you. My name's Reg.
Well, it's a pleasure to
What's
meet
yours?
you. I'm Captain Seamus.
Seamus. Okay. I heard my friend say if you go to the front of the boat, you can fly. Is that true?
I know, it's actually something people like to do. It's a reference to a play that's been going on about a ship that sank.
Why would people want to do a thing from a thing about a thing sinking?
People
Are
like
they-
imitating things and thinking they're part of things they're not.
Yeah, but that would be like, let me reenact dying.
Or it'd be like someone's trying to live out their imagination by pretending they're someone they're not.
Yeah, what kind of weirdo would do such things?
Indeed.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm gonna go see what all the fuss is about.
All right, have fun fussing.
I will.
Pax, it seems you've made your way above deck. What are you doing?
I was gonna talk to this hooded figure, but it looks like Rog might be over there.
Rog.
So I'm Rog.
Reg,
Am
go
I
ahead.
mistaken?
Go ahead and move. Reg, go ahead and move yourself back to the captain. Pax, move yourself next to Rog.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay.
And
Here,
then,
I'm on my way.
yeah,
I was
Pax.
gonna talk to this little crossbow buddy.
No, Pax, you and Rog are going to descend at the same time because I need someone that's
Descend
not.
or ascend?
Descend the stairs into that little alcove
Those stairs.
next to that hooded figure.
I like to talk to the crazy.
Yeah. So as you descend the stairs into the little kind of front area of the ship, there's a hooded figure clearly, trying to be inconspicuous. Rog has placed himself as close to the ballista as humanly possible with the attempt to reenact that scene from that play or to try and imitate you from the fight of the Big League Chews and yeet yourself on an arrow across the entire ocean. So
Only time will tell.
yeah. So as Pax descends, you approach a hooded woman near one of the more secluded parts of the ship. You spot something recognizable. She's wearing a cloak with an emblem of the Tuesday Nights. Sizing the person up, her body language indicates she's trying to stay incognito, as though she doesn't want to be addressed.
Well, hello. You're obviously trying to stay incognito, as if it's almost as if you don't want to be addressed. But
Turning
I like
around,
to ignore those subtle little social cues.
and that's what we like about you, Pax. Turning around, you see that it is not just a random person. It is, in fact, your good
Dun,
pal,
dun, dun.
Messena Duranton. And she looks at you astonished. Pax, it's been some time. I can't believe it's you. What are you
Quite.
doing here? Why are you here? We thought you dead.
Not at all. We've been earning money and defeating monsters. What have you been doing, and why are you here?
I'm on my way to Grail, back homeward. I fled to Shindor and jumped on the first available ship out of Dalnain. I'm afraid I have bad news about the Tuesday nights. Tofu says, so not a fangirl wanting an autograph. Not at all. What did you say, Pax? I'm sorry.
Like me. I said, what happened?
Well, I'll tell you, but it's not a quick story. Pax, would you like to use this opportunity to gather everyone around, or would you like to hold this information with Rog and lord it over everybody else?
Let me get the others. Messina, do you mind waiting until we're all gathered? I'm sure the other people would want to hear this, especially if it's not good news.
The others? Who else is here?
Oh, well, we have some new friends. That guy over there is Rog.
He does seem like a strange
I am king
one.
of the world.
Yeah, Caden's here though, and you remember Reg.
Caden, Reg, it's so great to see you. We thought you were completely done for. We thought you were dead. It's so great to see you.
Wait, Messina. Is Steve the Knight alive?
Let me tell you what's gone on.
Not Steve. Okay.
I'm on my way back to Grail to take part in my family's governorship of the Isle. I'm afraid after you left to interrogate head researcher Vond, he fled to the throne of Dalnain, to Queen V. Sarnak herself. He made it known that the vampire threat was in fact being enforced by us, the Tuesday Nights. And when proven innocent by Lord Dedrick, Vaughn said that he asked the knights be given his potion. He said that when you were questioned further, you attacked and killed Dedrick and overpowered Vaughn. Using a teleportation scroll that you fled the Vassilistian Legacy compound. Our guild hall was raided and seized. Some of the squires were spared, but most of the leadership, Mr. Business, Fulltrax, Vremcath, and Steve the Night Steward, commanded everyone. Each and every one of us flee while Vremcath himself held off the attack on our compound. Once outside the city, we all made a pact. We've gathered everyone we could, but much of us parted our own ways, seeking asylum in our own rights. In the interest of secrecy, not many of us spoke about where we were going. All of us kind of assumed that you all were dead, seeing as how Vaughn had prevailed and you were nowhere to be found. The only person that seemingly wanted to stay was one of our squires, Ashburn. He said something about once a hermit, always a hermit, and that the petunias were waiting. We kind of just brushed it off. But that's kind of the status of things. I'm afraid that everything that we had is now gone.
Well, that's not the best news.
I'm afraid not. You're more than welcome to come with me to Grail, but you will be wanted dead if you were to step foot back on Dalnain.
Wait, what about Culdier? Is it still safe?
As the tale concludes and you each begin to deal with the realization that you do not have much left waiting for you besides capture, a solemn sadness sets in. Those of you from Culdier will most likely be able to lay low there, but the likes of Chivi and Rog are now considered traitors of the throne, of which the punishment is death. Not to mention that you all will be presumed the traitors of the throne as well. At this moment, you guys have a couple. You guys can kind of dialogue amongst yourselves.
You know.
Tofu says maybe she's just being dramatic. It's fine.
After that fella tried to feed us to a dragon, I thought he wasn't quite a nice guy, but this is This is a bit much. I mean, we saved his life, and then he's gonna... Well, we did steal Kevin.
You did steal Kevin. That is right.
Yeah.
We didn't steal Kevin. We set Kevin free.
You liberated me.
He's not a thing that can be stolen.
No, I mean, you know what I means.
Heather, Raven says, "Hey, he's free. He was free." It looks like maybe Chivi might be feeling better and is going above
here.
boat. Hey, Chivi.
Got everything working. Hey.
Nice. Welcome back. We're glad that your character is feeling so well now.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm about to go to my death.
No. I mean, not yet.
Maybe.
Not on the game.
Yeah. So you have you're on a boat. You're heading towards Culdier. The rest of the group left you be as you were feeling a little seasick. And so they're all above deck. You are below deck. Above deck is located on our map to the right.
Okay.
So you can move yourself about. They just got some news about the Tuesday nights that I'm sure they would love to share with you.
I think I heard the tail end of it.
Oh, nice. Well, good then. Good for everybody.
So I guess the only question I have would be, which throne are we now supposed enemies of?
The entirety of Dalnane.
Interesting.
So wait, where can we go then?
I mean, this ship is already heading for Culdier, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
At the very least, we can stop in and make sure our friends and loved ones are safe there. Maybe get the word out that, hey, we're not actually bad people. Maybe hug my mum. And then decide what we're gonna do from there.
Certainly an option.
Oh, hey, Miss Chevy, how you doing? You feeling better?
Somewhat.
Chivi creeps up from
good
behind.
news, bad news.
Tell me.
Which would you prefer?
The bad news first.
Okay, everything we had back in the base is gone. Scattered to the wind. We're wanted criminals.
Oh no. But
Good
surely,
news.
Yeah, what's the good
mean,
news?
Good news is we is here and we've got each other in the buddy system.
Oh, hey, Tofu, I didn't see that you subscribed like 30 minutes ago. Thank you so much. You rock. Let's get business time in the chat for Chivi. I mean, for Tofu. Sorry. And for Chivi, she's feeling better, but more importantly for Tofu.
More
Yay.
important.
I think it's standard that you have to have someone feel better before you hang them, right?
Right.
Wait a minute.
Am I gonna be hanged?
Raven says
I don't know.
business time for
She
everybody.
might just shoot us or something. I'm not exactly sure what's in store in that regards, but
You get a business time. You get a business time.
Wait, okay, so Dalnane, I thought that was the name for, oh no, it's Erethe is the
Yeah, Erethe is the world.
Is the
Dalnane is the
world.
country.
Earth.
is the country. Are there other countries? We would have to go to an entirely different country.
So you came from the country of Reikim. That's where Port Riches is located. Along the southernmost coast, there's Dermahad, which is there's a river splitting them, Dermahad and Dalnade. And then you have countries to the north that include Aluin, which is where the Patriarchy is, Aragate, which is next to Valisium, which is basically this lawless, evil land. And then my favorite country, the country of Leelric, which is basically just warring city-states.
Okay.
Miss Chevy.
So wait, everything from our homeland, our house, our home, everything is gone?
I mean, it's technically probably still there, but it does not belong to us.
Masenna turns to Chivi. Chivi, you see Masenna, who is one of the head figures of the Tuesday nights, and she says, "I'm afraid so. I was not able to save much, but I'm afraid it's all gone. Lost."
Which way did Mr. Business go?
I
Or
don't
did
know.
you just run?
Towards business.
I was the first to leave. I went north to
sounds about
Shindor.
right.
Indeed. Once we made the decision, some, including Mr. Business and Vremkath, and, well, I didn't see Vremkath once we left the guild hall, actually. He may be gone, like, dead.
Oh no, not Mr. Warm Cat. He was
But-
starting to be okay.
But everyone else seemed to be interested in heading in different directions. Some to Culdier, some to north to Shindor, some even all the way to Vioka.
Hey, Miss Chevy.
Yes.
You was all up in working for the Queen, right?
Oh, indeed. I feel like she has betrayed us, though.
I mean, let's be fair. She's working on bad info, right? I mean, Mr.
she
Big
must
Pants
be.
was like, "Oh, these people tried to kill me. They is terrible, and we ain't there to talk for ourselves. So, who's she gonna believe, really?"
We've done her such services. She should at least give us a chance.
Can we?
I mean, yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. Do you have any contacts that you could trust if we got a message to? Could
Yeah.
start maybe speaking on our behalf of, hey, this guy is bad news. We killed his dragon. You're welcome. Eggs
I think-
is delicious.
Trying to send a message might be the best first step. I definitely don't want to try to go see the Queen ourselves at this point.
Yeah, no, some of us might stick out just a wee bit.
We can certainly
Okay.
try to send a message. I'm not sure who we can trust, though.
Ooh,
I think the
Kevin.
message of a scrambled dragon egg would bode well for everybody.
What if Kevin? What if we got you close enough? Could you like fly a message in and then
Indeed.
get out? Like,
I wouldn't recommend that, considering Grumpy Man is grumpy about us freeing Kevin. He might try and capture Kevin.
but does he know
But
what
a little
Kevin?
dove. None shall suspect my daintiness.
Your daintiness.
I
Right,
mean,
Kevin can transform. He might be our best option.
yeah,
I
but
thought.
didn't he see you on Pax's shoulder and was like, yep, that's my dragon?
No, he thought he looked very familiar, but I don't think he could ever put his thumb on it. And
I'm just saying, I'm not comfortable risking Kevin's life.
fair.
Little birds fly into castles all the time. I shall
I mean,
simply choose a time Vond is not there.
I mean, if that's what you want to do,
Could you turn into like a little Tweety bird, kind of?
It can talk.
I have many small animals in my repertoire now.
Can you be a hedgehog?
For you, of course.
what?
Okay.
Or as Tofu says, a raven.
Well, that's what you are right now. So yes.
I am a pelican right now. We are on the high seas.
Sorry.
Kevin is in the nautical spirit.
I have my nautical theme patch me in a Afghan.
So maybe
Right, Tofu?
whip out his crayons and
Hedgehogs.
write us a letter that Kevin can deliver.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do that, but they don't have as much history with me as they do with like you and Rog.
Well,
Well, we write a note,
If
and
everyone
Kevin
writes
flies it
something-
in. He doesn't talk to anybody. He just flies it in, drops it off, flies out. What do you think?
that I can't Kevin can't fly me there, can he?
No, a message. I mean, I guess.
Not in bird form.
I was thinking just taking a written message
Right.
first.
I
What
think
if-
it's
I mean-
our best shot unless we just want to sail the seas and stake out a new life.
We could be pirates.
We could mutiny this ship and take it for our own.
We could.
I like where his head's at.
How
my
many
first thought,
passengers
actually.
are on this ship?
Are we really talking about this right now? We're foregoing
we are.
everything. We're pirates now. Masena chimes in.
We've been betrayed. Once bit.
Masena chimes in and
Yes,
goes,
we're pirates.
I can't follow you if you choose to be pirates, but can you at least ensure that I get home?
Masena, we will
kinda devolved
absolutely
into
take
chaos
you
very
home.
fast, yeah.
Excellent, thank you.
You still happen to have that sword you never used, do you, Masena?
My trusty blade, yes, I have it. It is my blade.
Ooh, do you have the flying carpet?
Oh, yes, actually. I fear this thing. Would you like to have it?
Yes, thank you.
You would be surprised how many times that would have been useful recently.
Well, it was a lovely decoration in my room.
That is not what it was for.
Do you have any gold you can part with for it?
Oh, sure. Don't we?
What
Wait,
good does
what?
gold do us now?
Real quick, sorry, I just got distracted. Raven said, introduced into a when a pirate ship is introduced into a story, immediately the players always revert to pirates and murderers. And then Tofu said, or at least get drunk
love-
off rum.
I
Not,
love that
not
right
rum.
now,
Rum.
Reg is being the voice of reason.
Reg, haven't you ever dreamed of being a pirate?
I
mean-
mean, no.
You're halfway there with the voice.
I don't follow.
So, is someone going
I just
to
want to
purchase?
see my mom. Is that so much?
It really
No,
is.
All my
It's-
years I have
it's too
served the
much.
queen. I'm flabbergasted that she's so quickly turned against us.
Well,
Why don't
here's
we
our
just go
options.
incognito and send Kavan with a message and we sneak our way there?
I think we should send Kavan with a message and then wait to, hear back?
I haven't
Do we
heard
not
my
have
real
enough
name
magic
in
to
some
disguise our
time.
ship?
Well,
Wait,
in
did-
theory, the source of her angst comes from one person, right?
Right.
Yeah, so why don't we just take care of that person?
Right, take care of.
Just a maid strong enough to send us halfway across the world into a dragon's nest. But you know, yeah.
He got lucky.
We
A
got a
dragon's
dragon
nest, you say?
Yeah, do you know anything about dragon's nests?
No, I'm just curious. Tell me, how
They
large
ate all
was
the
it?
eggs.
Really
Very.
big and green.
And
you-
delicious.
Overcame this
delicious.
challenge?
Yeah, we're
Still
awesome, Anna.
Oh, Messina, you remember Mr. Tibbles, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't recall a Mr. Tibbles.
It was the dead rat that they made into a dagger, and then everyone told me, Reg, your dagger's a dagger, not a rat. It's not alive. But Reg pulls out little Mr. Tibbles. Look at him being alive.
I can't say I've ever heard of that story, but that certainly is a rat.
I mean, you was there when it happened, but you know, seismics.
Masena, what interest did you have in the dragon, though? You seem to perk up at that.
No, the only dragon I've seen is Kavan.
Yeah, and then
It's such a rarity.
Kevin
it-
got to eat one of the dragon's babies and grew from its strength.
That's something, isn't it?
You doubt my logic?
I
got
doubt
the other
very much
baby.
about you, Rog, yes.
Smartest thing I've ever heard.
We secured the other egg, so, that we got that going for us.
I was kind of hoping we could hatch another dragon, but I don't guess we've
I guess
been
we ate
very
him.
good dragon egg.
You guys just need
Nope.
to show it some more love, guys.
Reg has been.
Can someone please sit on that egg?
I
Reg,
have
do
you know
immense
anything?
paternal instincts.
Reg has been cuddling the egg at night.
Senna,
Excellent.
do you know anything about hatching dragon's eggs?
Not so much, but the stories I heard when I was young indicated that it needed to be in and around its own kind for a substantial amount of time. I'm not sure if it's something to do with the potent energy that courses through a dragon's veins normally, but I'm guessing that has something to do with it, considering you haven't been dragons ever, so...
Oh. Kavan, do you want to be a dragon parent?
Are you ready to be a daddy and or mommy?
I don't know if I have the capacity to care for anyone else besides you guys, but I guess should the opportunity arise, I will rise to the task.
So are
Raven,
we...
please wear your pirate hat. He just said... Tofu suggested he wears pirate hat.
Yes.
All right, so what's the plan here? Who are we killing? Because I
Are
want
we
to kill somebody.
I mean, no one yet.
Are we pirating, or are we sending Kevin in with a written message to the queen to tell her that
Why not
what's his
both?
face is a jerk, idiot?
And that he's been liberated.
Right.
We could, my suggestion for what it's worth is you go to Culdier so I can see my mum. We send Kevin with a message from everyone so that way you got multiple people saying, no, this is what really happened. So maybe the bunch of us versus one person, might help. And then we can check and see on if piracy is a good idea.
Fine.
Do you not think we need to worry about being captured?
Yeah, and Culdier.
I mean, we
Yeah.
saved Culdier from destruction. They is our friends and family. If there's one place we safe, by gods, I would hope it is there.
So,
Okay,
So before we go any farther, Rog dumps his Mivra uniform overboard.
dang.
Rog is naked.
No, he's-
I'm
Could you
not
put
wearing my
some
armor.
clothes on,
Underpants.
Rog?
If I had
Rug.
things to shed that indicated service to Mivra, I would remove them too.
Rog, do you want to borrow Lutz's pants? I'm pretty sure he's not using them.
I would like that very much, yes. I have been practicing. I think I may be able to pull it off.
Me.
Well, he's in a box downstairs if you need him.
I forgot the Lutz is in a box.
Below the decks.
It's my loot in a box.
So,
If you crank the handle, he'll pop out.
oh my.
Wait,
family
strike that.
show,
I'm
family
sorry.
show.
I was homeschooled. I did not take it there. Sorry.
Nope, you took it there. Congrats. It's there,
Me too.
and Lauren
Stop
did it, guys.
No,
Lauren took
let's
us
be
there.
Pirates. Hey, let's be pirates.
Yeah, like you can save it now. So, at this crucial moment, as you are talking about what to do, what not to do, potentially mutinying and taking the boat over, the captain walks over and simply asks, Is everything all right, friends? And not but one moment after the words leave his lips, the boat rocks violently to one side, and the look on the captain's face drops from a one of empathy to one of fear. He shouts, turning towards the crew, "It's the Krakens!"
Is this a normal thing?
Ryan.
Wait, did you say Krakens plural?
Indeed, he
There's
did.
3.
You did.
Well, who cares about the queen at this point?
Oh, look, that one's wearing a man.
Well, we'll put off mutiny and fight off these Krakens.
That's probably wise.
Well,
Mr. Shame on us. What are they weak to? How can
Don't
we
tell me
help?
what to do, Arkmaster.
Mr. Shame on Us, Captain Shame on Us to you, that is. He is unsure. He is only in the very brief seconds he has before things start going to crap. He indicates that he's never actually fought a kraken. He's only fled from krakens.
So
we do
flee
that?
now.
Fleeing from them?
Is it too late?
Drive the boat.
So, at this point, the krakens are going to try and grapple the ship, and so everyone go ahead and roll initiative. And I'm going to take this opportunity to, excuse me, go ahead and mark down that we have 3 tentacles grasping the ship.
Tentacruel is weak to lightning.
And so I'll do
And you
it
want to have a
like
Pokemon?
this.
Ooh,
Whoa.
look at you, Chibi.
So we'll do it that way. All right.
Bursts into action.
As slowly as possible.
Oh, it's the irony. It's so delicious.
All right. So at this point, I also need some rolls from chat, and I also, you guys will be a couple NPCs. Raven says, "Praise baby Cthulhu." Yeah. So you guys will be able to name a random deckhand with whatever you would like to be. So we have nice Tofu with the 41. Everyone else, what did you roll? Pax?
I was a sorry. Window. 77.
Chivi?
Was a 96.
Dredge?
135.
Caden was a 14. Rog?
63.
And then Kevin. I guess I need to roll for Kevin, don't I? Kevin on a 23. And then we have 42, 80, and 75 for each of the Krakens. And then we have, I think Raven is also in chat, I believe. So we will hang out with him on, a 42.
Raven got the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
So did one of the Krakens.
Winning.
So Tofu, Raven, anyone else in chat, go ahead and pop a name into chat that you would like your character to be called for this. But all said and done, Reg, you are first.
Reg is going to pull his trusty Winter. Gonna move kind of to here. Doesn't want to be at the tip of the ship in case I don't know, got this gut feeling that he doesn't want to end up in the water. But is going to take aim at this one here and start blasting away like Danny DeVito.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Also, Tofu is Scarlet Dirty Locks.
I still think
That's
Raven
wonderful.
should be called Poop Deck.
Simple,
So we got-
elegant.
2 normals and a crit.
Okay. Which one's your crit?
The last one?
Do you have 26%?
Oh, right. Math. Okay, 3 normals if they hit.
Raven is Poop Deck. Great job.
Yes.
All right. So let's see. Yes, all of those are normal hits. How much damage do you deal?
That'll be 3,420.
34. 20.
3,420.
All right.
Take this, you squiddy monstrosity.
And so at that point, as you do that, that tentacle becomes severed, and it just kind of like freezes over and kind of begins shattering as you nail it in just the right spots. After Reg, it looks like it is Chivi.
Oh, great. Well, I'm going to put my ebony skin on.
Okay.
And I have a ring of health that adds 50 health. I'm going to make sure that's on.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw a rock cage at the one that Reg just hurt to maybe immobilize it while someone else shoots at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your spell attack.
Oh, and I forgot to add my 50 for my ring of health.
That's fine. Tofu says, fresh calamari coming up.
Squid's back on the menu, boys.
And then the one on the other side, I was going to try to do the same thing. This guy over here, to see if I can halt them a little bit so everyone can take aim, since I'm not close enough for my dagger.
And I can't remember. This is a stamina check for me?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, does it say?
My cost is 125, yeah.
No, go ahead and roll your second attack.
My attack is 240.
Nice. With that, you definitely are going to hit, because he is not going to put any stamina into anything, even if he got the opportunity. To answer the question, single target range, so yeah, that works. Stamina check versus attack roll. Target 5 turns, the rock cage only has 50 health. Alright. So, you successfully put some rocks in a cage form from underneath the sea. So you sit there with your arms up like you're summoning something from like the very bottom of the ocean, which you are. Awesome. And then suddenly these very weird-looking rock pillars basically come swinging up out of the ocean and kind of start entombing the tentacles in a cage-type structure. After Chivi, it is one of the Krakens. And they are going to get a... Sorry. Heather, you are providing the wind noise currently for the high seas. Nothing wrong with that.
I have a new headset, sorry.
You're good. Your headset does sound good.
Thank you.
So that one's going to grapple the ship. Yep. And so it is going to spend its full action to grapple the ship with 2 tentacles. So right now we have 5 tentacles. 2, 3, 4, 5 tentacles on the ship.
Maybe they just want to give the ship a hug.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to help
Vral,
us.
welcome. It's nice to see you. No problem. Vral, if you would like, you can name a random deckhand on this pirate ship and roll for their initiative. Okay. So after that Kraken, it is Pax.
At this point, are the Krakens just tentacles that are coming out of the water? Like, can I see their... Specifically, can I get a sight line to an eyeball or any sort of...
No, right now they are just
body?
Massive tentacles coming out of the water.
Okay, gotcha. Which one was the one that Reg hurt?
The front right.
Bottom
was-
right, yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Yep.
so I'm going to take a shot at this guy. With my...
With your epic bow.
My epic bow.
It's definitely a hit. Dang it. I need to...
2.
There's something I keep hitting that does that. So those are both excellent hits. What's your damage? Yeah, you have a 30.
Yeah, I get 3. So.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, all 3 of those are hits.
Damage is 445.
Okay. You are able to electrify a You're able to electrify the tentacle, destroying it and kind of making it defunct, and it slides loosely off of the ship and back into the water. There are still 4 tentacles on the ship. After that is the next tentacle. Val, that is correct. But just one at a time. So, and then Val, name your character. So the next Kraken is going to go, and it's going to spend both of its turns trying to destroy or put more tentacles on. So it puts 2 more tentacles all over the ship. Pax, what was your damage on that one again? Sorry.
It was 3 shots, 445 damage each.
Okay, cool.
1335 total.
1335, you said?
Yeah, that's
Thanks, Troy.
All right. After Pax, I'm sorry. After that Kraken, it looks like it is going to be Rog. What is your action, Rog?
Well, Rog has no ranged attacks, so since I'm standing right next to this ballista here, is it possible to spin that around, or will it not turn that far?
No, so those are kind of anchored in position.
Okay. So, one of the ones that's on the side, would that provide me a shot to one of them? It's
yes.
Not really. I don't know which one I would go for. I can move 14 squares, though, so it'd have to be one of the 2 directly in the center.
So right now you guys have been destroying the one closest to Masena. None of the other groups of tentacles have been attacked yet.
Right.
Yeah, Vral, if you get to name one character, and then you when it gets to your turn, I'll just ask what you do, move on to the next person, and then come back to you. So, what are you doing, Rog?
Okay. Well, I cannot move all the way up to those 2 that are like way up by the captain. The one that's closest to me doesn't move, so I guess I'm kind of SOL. I'm gonna have to like throw an axe or something.
Yeah.
So let me move a little bit closer. Yeah.
All right, then go ahead and make your attacks when ready.
Well, I only got 2 of them, so we're gonna throw both of them at the nearest target and see what happens. Roll 1, roll 2.
Fire torpedo gun.
Both of those are hits. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. One of those are hits.
And that would be 125.
No, they both hit, sorry. So you do 250 damage. All right.
250 for the Loch Ness Monster.
And it's that same one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Won't you just die?
All we hear back is
Guys, I really can't just skip past all these wonderful puns in chat right now. What's a Kraken's go-to comfort food? Fish and chips. Good job, Tofu. How many tickets does it take to make the Kraken laugh? 10 tickles. So bad, but so great. If you got more, pop them in. So after Rog's turn, it looks like it is up to Vral, actually. So Val, go ahead and type in a chat what you want your deckhand to do, which one you want him to attack or her to attack, and then we're going to move on to the next Kraken, and then after that, Tofu and Raven will take their turns. So if you guys want to prep what you guys are doing, great. Hooray. So the next Kraken is going to put 2 more tentacles. It's going to expend its whole round to put 2 more tentacles on the ship. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tentacles are on the ship right now, and you guys looking around notice that the ship is going lower and lower into the ocean. You suspect that these tentacles they're trying to break the ship in half, so as to start consuming it and get you guys in the water and make you easier prey for it to consume. So that being the case, I'd check out all these tentacles and get that figured out. What is the captain's parrot saying right now? Polly want a Kraken? The parrot is actually now dead because the Kraken ate it. No, it didn't. But that would be great. So Vral, what is your character doing? While we wait for Vral, Tofu, and Raven. What? No, it's happening. It's in the chat. It's happening. For those of you listening who cannot see the chat,
I'm very upset about this.
Vral, roll your attack. Vral's character, whose name is Hugh Manson, is shooting Pax with a bow, and as he does it, he shouts, "This is for shooting my child!" Not sure what that means, where that's coming from, but it's happening. So, Pax, one of the deckhands turns to you and shoots an arrow at you with some unbridled fury, hoping to just eliminate you as, or seek revenge, I guess. So.
Stress makes people do crazy things.
This whole time.
Yeah. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Unless Vral rolls a 91 or higher, he will not be hitting you. So let's hope he doesn't. But we'll wait on his roll. Yeah.
Many years ago, that poor deckhand sent his child to the circus show. A show that they wanted to see more than ever.
This was it.
Actually, plot twist, he was one of those children.
Yeah. He took on the identity of his father after you had to have him killed. So we'll use Reckless's roll of 82 for that, so it does not hit. After that,
Not
Tofu
shot
and Raven
killed, Vral, like nicked.
Yeah.
Like
lightly grazed.
there was a scratch.
At no
It
point
was
has
just a head
Vral
wound.
at no point has Vral actually said that you killed him. He's just saying you shot the child,
I
which
just wanna
did
make
happen.
sure
That's
there's
part of your
understanding
backstory.
here.
Yeah, no,
It's
you're not.
true.
You're not a terrible person or a terrible character. I mean,
I'm
you
very
did attack a
protective of
bunch of
Pax.
children.
I was gonna say, except for that one time in the
Oh
mountain pass.
no!
The roll is in the chat.
Oh my
The
god.
roll
No,
is in the chat.
Reckless, you
I thought
rolled
we were
an
using
82, but
Reckless Furies. Hold on. I
No,
have
but
2.5
Vral actually rolled
I
a
have 2.5
99.
advancement points. Doesn't that mean I can?
That's a
reroll?
crit.
That's a hit and a crit.
Take the arrow.
Wait, Pax, are you saying you want to use the chat advancement points to re-roll Vral's roll in chat?
I just got shot.
If you want to, I mean, they're your advancement points.
Pay for your crimes.
Yeah, we only get 5 a stream, so make them count, I guess.
It's
I mean,
true.
Ral could use.
How much damage is it going
points.
to deal me? I don't know how these things work.
So I can't tell you that. You got to make the choice now. Are you going to use advancement points, or are you going to take it?
I'm going to take it.
Okay, so you take 250 points of damage.
Okay.
Val
I'll see you later, Val.
did not anticipate that happening. On Pax's turn, she's going to take the opportunity to murder you.
Pretty much.
Well, we gotta clear the crew anyway.
True, very
That's
true.
right. I want to be pirates.
Tofu and Raven, it is your turn now as well. However, as I'm waiting on you to type in chat what you're doing, we're gonna have Caden take his turn.
Unless Raven's back, he asked me to roll for him, so I would assume he is just attacking Squiddy Boys.
Yeah,
Or Pax, whatever.
Everyone pile on.
The entire crew. This has been a long con. Get Pax.
Yeah.
Taking Raven's turn now.
No, I'm gonna take your turn right now, Caden.
Okay. Then I am gonna cast water breathing on myself, and I'm gonna run over here and cast it on my buddy Reg.
Smart.
The wise choice.
Yeah, you guys know you're gonna end up in the water. All right. And that's your whole turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't we have a flying carpet?
yeah.
No one actually purchased it from Messina.
I tried.
We
Yeah,
look
but
back and Messina is literally
She
flying.
fly off on it.
she's like, I'm out. Deuces.
See you later.
So, Tofu, just for reference, Tofu looks around and, I'm sorry, not Tofu, Scarlet Dirty Locks, one of the deckhands, looks around and says, and you guys thought I was the one trying to kill everybody, and then proceeds to shoot one of the arrows of her bow into one of the Kraken tentacles and actually hits, dealing 250 points of damage to one of the other Krakens on board, or who's got things on whatever. Tentacles on the ship, that's it.
Things. Move the thing.
Oh my goodness. That one, so the pun that just happened, I gotta find where I can actually read it legibly. The pun that just happened. Why is the fifth giant squid not helping to attack the ship? He's too busy cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Spelled buoys.
Yeah, boys. All right, so she hits that. Raven's character, Poop Deck, shoots an arrow at one of the tentacles as well, rolling a 31, which is not enough, so it sails right on by the tentacle. With that, Kevin is going to spray acid at one of these guys, and he is going to do that with a 335 for a stamina check. They're going to pop in 250 for their stamina check. Does not succeed. Kevin deals 250 points of damage to the same one that Tofu attacked. So, that being the case, it's back to Reg.
Okay, what is the nearest tentacles that are near me? Can't tell
So,
anymore.
yeah, at this point, there's just a bunch of tentacles near you. The ones closest to you right now are from what you suspect a different Kraken than the ones towards where the captain is, and the one closest to Rog.
Yeah, I'm just going for the, I guess, closest tentacles and firing away.
Okay. All right, all of those are hits. Same deal, 34-20.
Yep.
All right. After Reg, it is Chibi.
So as I saw Caden cast water breathing, it occurs to me I can also cast that spell. In my panic, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm going to cast that on myself.
Okay.
And then can I also cast it on Pax?
Yes. And
So
Rog
your
actually will
oldest
just
friend,
drink
Rog.
the ocean when the time comes. So
can
he'll be
I
fine.
can cast it on more than one person, can I?
You can cast it on. You have two hands, so you can cast it on yourself, and then on.
You can catch these hands.
Pax and
yeah.
Rog, or just Pax? Or just Rog?
Yeah, you can do it on yourself and one of them, or both of them and not you.
I feel so awful, but I'm going to cast it on myself and Pax because she saves me all the time.
I mean, to be fair, they tell you in the case of emergency to pull down the oxygen mask.
Yeah,
To yourself first. I have
Because if you're dead, you can't help anyone.
Rog, the voice deep inside yourself says to you,
The commander just promoted sub-commander.
Well, worse things have happened, I suppose.
Plus, I just feel like Rog is going to kill the thing and eat it anyway, so.
Yeah,
He does like sushi.
Rog to not die.
I do.
there it is. Okay.
Rog likes it raw.
Wow.
Oh
Do with
my.
that what you may.
He likes to fight.
So,
That's for it.
after Chibi, it is the Kraken number 2. And so it is going to swing 2 more large tentacles onto the ship. And you notice that the ship is beginning to break. Parts of the ship on the side, different parts of the hull are now like cracked inward. Boards are breaking. It is not looking good right now. After that, it is Pax. Make it count, Pax.
Will my bow fire under the water?
You do not
Do I
know,
know?
but I did make notes on all of this stuff. So I have the answer. I just cannot tell you right now.
I'd like to hope our bows are magical.
Does Pax have any sort of like feeling like this might happen, or does she really have absolutely no idea if her bow would work underwater?
The only thing I'll give you, your bow fires energy bolts.
That's good enough for
Going
me.
to boil the water.
So Pax, I'm assuming, felt it or figured out that Chibi had cast water breathing on her, or do I not know?
I screamed it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. She walked up to you, put her hands up and said, "Water breathing!"
Water breathing!
We can't tell the squids our plan.
It wasn't nearly as like suave as Aiden's spell.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The
I'm going to
Krakens can't
actually-
know what you're planning.
I'm going to grab my bow and dive over the side and get to where I can get swim down to get a visual on the Kraken's bodies, and I'm going to aim right at their eyeballs.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot at this one first, and then this one here.
First, you're going to make a stamina check.
First, I'm going to make a stamina check.
Yep.
So much stamina.
And so Pax swan dives excellently into the ocean.
Oops, wait,
there's
that's
not
not
even
my
a
stamina.
I
Sorry,
was going to say, dang.
Not even a
you really-
splash.
Sorry, I think
Stamina.
green is my stamina. That would have been plus 400.
Still, you swan dive like a master swimmer into the ocean. All those surf lessons that you took are really paying off. There's not even a splash as you delve deep into the ocean below you, and you raise your bow to take a shot at the Kraken, and you notice how extremely large this thing actually is. Each Kraken, as you gaze out on the open ocean, obviously your eyesight is kind of fuzzy and it stings a little bit from the salt water, but you notice these things are massive. They are almost half the size of the boat in their non-tentacle portion. So go ahead and make your attacks at the eyes, Pax.
That's one on the left. Here's the one on the right. Wowzers.
Are you aiming at each individual Kraken?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
As opposed to crew members.
yes, as opposed to crew members. And then the one on the left, further away.
Okay.
Not doing so great today, but there you go.
How much damage do you deal?
Those are 545 each. I'm sorry, 445 each.
Okay. And with that, they are still up, though one of them appears to be in much pain right now. After Pax, it is another Kraken. And
Fifth
so
Kraken.
no. So here's the deal. I need a roll from chat. Actually, specifically Tofu. Tofu, give me a roll in chat.
Oh no.
This is going to decide whether the Kraken tries to grapple the ship or outright attack some of you guys. If we roll high, it will be attacking. Okay, there we go. 54, the top end is attacking people. So Pax, now that you've been hurt, you hurt it, it is going to attack you. Chivi, you're providing wind noises again. You're good.
Moving.
In all honesty, I kind of like the ambience, but I think the more it happens, the worse it gets. So, Pax, you are being attacked now. Not better on the wind noise. You are being attacked now by the Kraken. And what's cool about a Kraken is that it's got a crap load of tentacles. What's your armor rating?
400.
Okay. We have 1 crit, 2 crits. So it attacks you with 6 tentacles.
Wait, hold
You
on.
get
I have
mischance, don't you?
Yes, I do get mischance.
So you go ahead and roll that. I'm going to tally up your damage.
That's it's a 20% mischance, and that's just a straight 1d100, right?
Yep.
Oops, wrong window.
Wah, wah, wee. What does the Kraken like for dessert? Cannoli?
Yeah, cannoli?
Cannoli.
Cannoli. Like a canoe.
Oh, gotcha.
That
I'm with you.
wasn't...
Look at you! A 14 is below your 20% mischance. You got one more. And that just missed it by 1. She rolled a 21. So you take 450 damage.
Oof.
Good thing you missed that other one, because that would have been 900 total damage.
I would be dead.
Indeed.
Pax regretting her life choices.
After Pax...
The best idea I had.
Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. So after the Kraken went, it is now Rog's turn. Make a count, Rog.
I don't even have my axes anymore. I threw them.
Oh, you got... yeah, I guess you're right. One did miss completely and is in the ocean. But it's in the ocean. You can dive for it.
Well,
You can't water breathe, that's hard.
well, I can breathe water.
I'm gonna cast it on you my next
I'm a powerful warrior. I can breathe water.
I know.
How long does this water breathing spell last, by the way?
I mean, technically,
Endurance.
anyone can breathe water. It's how long you can get away with.
Surviving breathing water.
Yeah.
All right, so probably not Rog's best idea ever, but you know, if only I had something that exploded when it came in contact with water or something.
Huh.
Rog,
You reach in your bag and find potassium and magnesium.
There's a certain dove that was instructed to be given to you guys. Maybe taken into the ocean.
Dun dun dun.
Maybe someone was paying attention to the stream last time.
Nope.
He wasn't even here, guys.
Definitely. Now that you mention it, I remember this, but
Oh yeah, who has it?
you do probably.
Your backpack.
So Rog
It's below
goes
decks.
right
probably.
here. I'm gonna dive into the ocean at this part,
Okay.
and my intention is to swim down and punch this thing in the face.
Okay.
Nothing
Go
can
for it.
possibly go wrong.
Do you have hand to hand?
I do.
Okay, I want to see this so bad. Go for it.
Would that be hand-to-hand combat, or would that be hand-to-tentacle combat?
No, I'm going
well,
for his
hand to
face.
face. Yeah.
Hand to giant octopod.
Raven says this is how we die. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Hey, how
goodness.
How does
Oh my
three good
goodness.
sound?
Oh my goodness. Oh my
do it,
I can't
Robbie.
even handle this right now.
I think Rog is down there just eating the Kraken alive.
That's
Rog,
right.
I need
It's a
you to make a
secret
stamina
weapon.
check.
Okay.
He can't let this
He killed.
good roll
He
stand.
killed the Kraken
He just ate it.
with his bare fist.
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and keep it the same. I'm gonna put 350 into it, and there we go.
Perfect. Holy crap. Okay, how much damage do you deal?
So each punch is, well, it's 152, and then I get an additional 25 for the acid from the daggers that are strapped to my hands from the Lamkai.
I forgot about the daggers.
An additional 30, you said? Or additional 25?
Additional
Just a punch.
25.
It's a punch with a dagger.
Okay. Oh my goodness, man.
He's
This
just
is-
You're a machine.
Jean-Claude Van
Rob.
Damme in Bloodsport.
Okay, so here's the additional thing that I need everyone to realize is that each one of his attacks just hit.
Woohoo!
So that's 3 regular attacks. That's 531 damage, no crits. And then how much do you get for criticals? Do you add like 100 or 150?
Of that, I am unsure.
Wait, you have 15%, right?
I do.
So,
Yes.
okay, cool. So it's just it's 4 regular hits and 2 criticals, which is still 708 damage. So that's really all the information I need right there. I can safely say this next part with much confidence. Rog takes a running leap off of the side of the boat. Fists aimed towards the water in a perfect straight line. He streams through the water, gliding effortlessly right down into the Kraken's maw, punching up to the roof of its mouth into a little bit of its brain, and kills the Kraken with his bare hands. He floats out of the Kraken's maw, which is now lifeless, and swims back to the surface, holding his breath the whole time. And 4 of the Kraken's tentacles fall back into the ocean, and the ship is now not under threat of being submerged. Raven said, "You just got Goku'd."
Well, that could have went way worse.
It could have. It should have, actually. Should have went way worse. Well, hope everyone can top that. After... Let's see. After Rog, the Kraken that would have gone is now deceased. We have Vral, Tofu, and Raven. And we also have Caden and Kevin. So Vral, Raven, and Tofu, go ahead and type your turns into the chat. Tofu said, so glad no one had Rog reroll. Caden, why don't you go ahead and take your turn, and we'll wait for, while you're doing that, Tofu, Raven, and Vral will communicate what their people are doing on their turns.
All right, so do I hear Rog come back to the surface?
You don't necessarily hear him, but you hear a gasp of air.
Okay. So I'll come over here to the side of the boat where I hear the gasp of air, and I will cast levitation on him.
Okay.
So that he can freely come back to the deck as need be.
Nice.
Awesome.
I am going to then
At least
turn my
somebody's helping
attention
me
to
out.
whoever shot Pax. So which one of these was the one that shot Pax?
So the one that shot Pax is going to be that big boy right here.
Now's not the time.
About halfway up the ship, he looks to be trying to get a ballista working, but to no avail.
Well, he's gonna catch an ice arrow.
Okay, so
He's gonna shoot the. Okay.
Task
Oh
in
my.
hand. And
oh man. Okay.
Caden likes to
That
chase
wasn't with the
squirrels.
sword, no, I didn't use my sword to do it. I actually cast it because if I used
okay,
my sword,
so-
I wouldn't have been able to do the levitation.
So you have a second attack if you would like then. Oh no, you
I
did
used
levitation.
the
Yeah.
levitate spell for my second attack.
All right. That definitely hits. So here is exactly what happens based on our wonderful happenings in our chat. Tofu goes I'm sorry, Scarlet Dirty Locks shoots one of her arrows towards the Kraken. It does not hit. It goes sailing over the Kraken to no avail. Raven goes to shoot. I'm sorry, not Raven. Poop Deck goes to shoot an arrow. It also misses. And Hugh Manson shoots an arrow at Pax again. Caden, as you see this arrow sail past Pax, who is now eyeing him and ducking and weaving around such arrows, you get just kind of annoyed and just shoot an ice arrow from your hand right at Hugh Manson, which hits him, dealing 397 points of damage. Do you have any special rolls that he needs to do, or no?
No, it's just straight damage at that point.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Vral, your character has taken almost 400 points of damage now. Just for awareness, he has 600 health. So, make it count. Kevin is going to do his thing again in an effort to try and get more acid all over these fine tentacles. And he does very well, actually. And the Kraken does not dodge very well, so he takes another 250 points of damage. I think that's the end of our turn order. So many turns. Reg, you're up next.
okay, I've got two questions for you.
Yeah.
The first being, can Reg roll to see if he remembers about the explodey don't put this in water thing? Since I forgot, I don't want to just be like, oh, Reg remembers.
Wait, do you have it?
That's what they said. I don't know.
It would be in his pack.
I'm actually very confident that Reg doesn't have it, because the Caden last time legitimately said, don't give it to Reg, he has enough pets.
Yeah, that actually sounds familiar. Well, never mind to that. Well, I mean,
That wasn't the thing that Caden turned into another thing, was it?
No, that was from yeah, that was from another
Okay.
person. He wears a ring now.
Kane's gonna jump in the water.
Kane's got all kinds of
explode.
trinkets.
Okay, so then my second question is, is Reg able to tell that this Kraken appears to be the big daddy of them all, or is it all just really just tentacles that we're saying?
It's all just tentacles and massive flesh. You really can't tell which is which unless you're underwater.
All right. Well, then Reg is going to move over to this side, seeing how more squid free, and take a Kraken at these tentacles at this side. We have fun here, folks.
All of those are hits.
Terrible rolls.
You said the one closest to you, right?
Yeah, this one on the left, trying to even it out.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, with that and the shot from Pax earlier, it and the rest of its tentacles just kind of fall off lifelessly. And it appears at this moment that you've actually slain that Kraken.
He said appears. We didn't do it.
Red shouts out, "Let's get Kraken!"
After Reg is Chivi. What are you doing, Chivi?
So I have a question. I have telekinetics, and I have a note that says mental control of an object.
Yes.
Can I take control of the Kraken and send it away?
It's a living being, not an object. Shit. How
So
dare you.
I think the
Let's
challenge here is the telekinetics.
It's like moving something with your mind.
Yeah, that's what I got to look at. You may push, pull, lift, and throw anything you could normally pick up from a distance. So unless you
so I guess
can
I could pick
legitimately
it up.
lift up a Kraken.
You doubt me?
You don't know that you can't.
Indeed. I don't know that I can't.
Hey, don't say no until you try.
Should I try?
Why not?
God, yes,
Why not
please.
try to throw a Kraken? Now, I will have to have you roll for what side effects may happen while you're straining yourself, so...
Okay. Well, I think I'll get a little closer.
As you near
Since I
it,
can-
I'm going to use Tofu's joke from chat. As you near the tentacles, one of the squids looks at you and menacingly krakens its tentacles. Tofu, you actually got laughs at that one. Good job.
Oh, I've been like groan laughing in turn.
No,
so
but
I can
that was
cast
fun.
2 spells, right, in my turn.
Correct.
So I want to first cast Paralyze on it.
Okay. Go ahead.
And what do I?
Go ahead. I think it's a stamina check for me.
Okay, and for me on my Paralyze, it says my attack is 240.
Okay, so you would roll an attack and add 240 to that.
And do I add my little health thing too? My ring of health?
No.
No.
Nope. So it rolls 308, which succeeds against your 265.
Okay. And then my second spell I want to cast is the telekinetics to see if I can move it away
Alright.
from us.
Go for it.
In order to do it, though, you got to do the Professor X. You know, one hand,
Yeah,
2 fingers to your forehead while stretching out like you're pooping.
So
Okay. So that's what I'm doing. But I
Okay,
don't have
so-
anything on my frequent spells that tells me how to roll it.
So it's just you cast it, and then you
Okay.
can move objects. Now, in this case, you're using it as an attack. But because of the sheer size of this thing, what I'm going to have you do, I need you to roll a stamina check. And the stamina check will indicate how strong you are able to be, I guess.
How strong with the force?
Stamina's my green one, right?
Yeah. It does have some spell text about how to use it as an attack, and basically I'm going to have to make a stamina check against your... Well,
Look at
dang.
that. Look at that.
Natural 100 with the 500.
Well,
Me thinking I might not be able to throw it.
All right, so
It's my stance, Reg.
what do you intend? Well,
plot
we have
thickens.
2 opposed 100s in the the text.
Make
So
David
wrong.
reroll chat quickly.
I intend
okay.
for him to swim away.
So you're trying to just push him away in the water, correct?
Yeah, off the boat, away in the water.
All right. So with your plus 500 and your natural hundo, what you do, Chivi, you walk up to the tentacles and you just start like trying to push this away from afar, and it struggles for a moment. You both struggle and you start straining, and then you move your hands from out in front of you to your head to try and mentally push it further, Professor X style, as Reg was saying.
Yeah.
And then finally, you're able to push the tentacles off of the boat and into the water, which has now saved the boat from drowning. There are no tentacles on it at this given moment, but that does not mean you are completely safe yet.
Sure.
So, with that, I would like to say, Chivi, that was an excellent use of the telekinetic spell.
Woohoo! I've been wanting to use it.
With that, it's Pax's turn.
Of the 2 kraken that are still in the water, does one look more injured than another?
You actually only see one kraken that is still near the boat and alive.
Did I see what happened to the one that Chibi pushed off the boat?
You just saw tentacles fall, come down from above. Your immediate guess is just that it got injured or like came off. It like is going for another attack or something.
Okay. I am going to cast Healing Burst,
Okay.
and that heals me for 500 health. And then I think I can take 1 shot after that, correct?
Yeah, if you'd like, just 1 shot.
Okay. I definitely want to do that.
Make it count. You hit for another 445.
Mhm.
At this point, it is now the Kraken's turn. And the Kraken is going to take several swipes now. Its arms are going to come out from the water and start attacking some people. Pax, you're far enough away from it, sitting where you are in the ocean, to where it really doesn't want to try to attack you. However, closest to it include Reg, Caden, Chivi, and Rog, kind of the rest of the group. And so the tentacles move over here, and they come out of the water, and I can't find it, but it's gonna face you guys and start attacking.
Oh, hello. My name is Reg. What's yours?
You say to the tentacles that don't have a way to respond.
Absolutely.
They don't have a language?
They have sign language.
Heyo.
Oh, all right. So, Chivi, the first 2 are to you. Those are misses. Rog, the next 2 are to you. Caden, this one's to you. Reg, that one's to you. So none of them appear to hit.
You're embarrassing yourself at this point.
Well, it's trying. All its friends are dead, and it just got shot in the face again.
All my friends are dead.
Rog, you're up next.
All right. Is there a way that I can punch at the tentacles from, like, because I got that levitation, right?
Yeah, you can glide over to them and start punching them.
Yeet.
Peter Pan over
actually,
here.
Before you move on, I'm pretty sure that hit me because I didn't get my ebony skin off yet.
Oh, gotcha.
And dragon skin, yeah.
Then you take 150 damage.
Thank you. It doesn't do anything crazy like grab me or anything, does it?
No, it's just like flailing about. All of those are hits, Rog, and then you got the one critical, it looks like.
Yep.
All right. So you got 177 is your normal.
Mm-hmm.
Times 5, you deal 885. Times 2 plus 150 is 504. Plus 85. With your series of attacks, you deal 1,389 damage. Excellent job. It is still up, however.
Oh, I'm gonna love eating you.
You say like it's gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
All right, after Rog, it is the combination of Tofu, Raven, and Vral. So go ahead and type your actions and or what your character does or says into the chat, and we'll do that. In the meantime, let's have Caden take his turn.
Okay, let me, I guess I'm going to just fire 2 cold gusts at it.
Okay. Excellent shot.
Or actually,
that's a crit, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice. So, and you get the plus 150, right?
What do you mean the plus 150? I thought crits were just whatever double the damage or something.
Gotcha. Okay. It doesn't say you get like a bonus thing if you crit?
Oh.
I'll check.
I don't recall seeing that.
Alright, it might not. I honestly can't remember offhand. Alright, and then you're doing that twice?
Actually, is anybody else injured right now?
It doesn't.
I think you're the only one. Okay.
Oh, all right. Well, then I'll hit it with another cold gust too.
All right, go for it.
Blat blat.
Dang, another crit. Look at you making up for lost time over here.
Oh my gosh. This is gonna be great.
I'm doing more damage to myself than the Kraken is.
Alright, so let's check in with chat and see what happened here. Oh, good lord, I don't see anything great. Alright, so Tofu launches her arrow, and it hits one of the Kraken's tentacles, dealing 250 damage to that. So it takes an additional 125. After that, it looks like Tofu ducks and rolls as Hugh Manson would like to pledge his loyalty after facing firsthand the strength of the old ones. So he is now bending to the will of the Krakens, or the Kraken, and then attempts to fire at Pax, I'm assuming again, and fails miserably.
Can't even see her. Still going.
Yeah, he is launching arrows into the water. Raven, I'm sorry, Tofu, I meant to say Scarlet Dirty Locks earlier, and Human Manson, and then Poop Deck, who's played by Raven, is going to take this opportunity to try and knock an arrow, and as he's doing so, the arrow falls out of his hand and onto the floor, and he looks embarrassed. So
it's okay. It happens to everyone at some point in life.
Great job.
It doesn't make you less of a seaman.
Raven, oh my, Raven rolled a natural 1 in chat, so there's that. After all that is said and done, Kevin's going to acid spray. He doesn't have any stamina much left anymore, and so he deals, another 250 damage. Reg, back to you.
Just kind of back up, give him some room between. Wait, did the one that Rog hit here, did he finish that one off or no?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so Reg is gonna fire at this one. I'm sorry, I'm busy laughing at my own joke.
All of those are hits, and one is a crit.
I just realized I gave you bad numbers last time, so let me give you good numbers.
Wait, how much bad numbers?
Just ignore that. 2130 would be the damage for this round.
All right, so you shoot the arrows into the Kraken, and it is frozen over and sinks into the ocean.
Ooh.
As
Yeah,
does
these
the
things
massive
taste good.
tentacles over there as well, up to the north end of this sea. And so
way.
now, looking about, you notice that the sea has begun to still, and it is not the chaos it once was. Pax is in the water and kind of swims to the surface now. What do you do, Pax?
Woman overboard? Anybody
Hey,
wanna
Pax,
throw
you
me?
need some help.
throw me a
My
rope or
turn. I
something?
can
How do I get
cast
back in the boat?
levitation and get her out, like
Yeah.
Aiden did for Rog.
Are you going to do that?
Yes, I'm running over to say, Pax, receive the spell. Let me take you out of the ocean.
Accept my gift, child.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Well, the Krakens have been dealt with. The casualties and losses, one of which is nobody, believe it or not, weigh heavily on the captain. The fact that the ship is in such disrepair now. Masena places her hand on Caden's shoulder. Masena places her hand on Caden's shoulder. We will be in Culdier soon. Get some much-needed rest, friends. But at this moment, everyone's eyes turn slowly as they lock with Hugh Manson's,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
whose allegiance to the Krakens is now all for naught, considering that the Krakens have now been dealt with. And so Manson, according to Vral, looks embarrassed and now asks for forgiveness from Pax. Pax, how do you handle this?
Rog is shaking his head, looking at Pax.
Let's eat him.
Chibi taking a page out of Rog's book.
Not expecting that one.
I mean, I was just gonna say throw him overboard, but I mean, I'm kind of peckish. I could eat.
That is a day I have tried to forget my whole life since. We're going to move past this and never speak of it again.
Can't we tie him up downstairs or in the other part of the ship? Do we trust him?
I would say for starters, put your bow down.
Well, we're not going to invite him to join the group, but I don't think we need to, like, throw him overboard or anything.
So, Vral, does Hugh Manson actually, like, put his bow down and become a little bit more docile? I think that's the yearning question we all have. Or does he still appear to be threatening to Pax?
Reg, of course, has winter drawn on him, just ready to wreck.
Yeah.
Nobody hurts my buddies.
The captain also comes over and says, "My goodness, I'm so thankful that you all were here. Human, that guy, real piece of work, pledging his allegiance to the Krakens like that. But, thankfully you were able to deal with him. So, who are you people? Clearly you're well trained in combat and saving things like my boat."
Wow.
It's kind of a long story, and
We're not sure anymore.
Apparently, the group
We're
that
in
we
a bit
were.
we're a bit of identity crisis.
Perhaps we'll join you and sail the seas.
We are the Lone Rangers.
That
That man does
Human is
not
now
speak for
groveling
us.
at Pax's feet. Forgive me, please, Pax.
I would just like to point out that Rog's standing there with just his armor on, hands on his hips, wearing no pants.
Oh, we washed the pants.
what's his face's pants?
I didn't
Would
make
you
it
like
down
my
there.
pants as a symbol of my allegiance to you now?
Yes, give me your pants.
Take my pants. He gives you his
it would make
pants.
him less threatening.
He's wearing a
Captain.
loincloth underneath for some reason.
Captain, do you know anyone with connections or ties to the Queen that might speak on our behalf?
The queen of who? Of what? I know plenty of queens, but be more specific.
Not those kind.
I've honestly only met one, so that's really.
Well, we have someone on the manifest that could be considered royalty. Would you like me to introduce you to her?
No, I'm pretty sure we already know her, but thank you.
Yeah, if it's Messina, we's fine.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
We are well acquainted.
So which queen were you talking about?
The Queen of where we're from. Where are we from? I don't even know.
Reg walks over to Messina.
Yeah, now that I think about it, you is royalty, don't you? You people know people that could at least be like, hey, we're in good standing or whatever. We vouch for them.
Yeah, could you put in a good word for us?
I'm sure I could write you a note, but it would take some time.
To write a note.
Writing's
No,
not
to get
that
it to the
hard.
queen, you imbeciles.
Don't call me an imbecile. We have a flying bird. It's not gonna take that long.
Also,
get the
I
note
mean,
delivered.
it's very strong words for someone who is hiding in a corner. For a
Hiding in the
large
corner
facility.
from what?
Oh, you missed the Krakens?
Krakens.
There were Krakens on board?
Where were you?
I was admiring the violence of the ocean. It got a little choppy out here.
You know,
Listen, I'm gonna need that flying carpet now.
Ah, yes. How much gold would you like to buy that for?
I will
zero
give you
sounds
one
like a
gold.
fair number, all things considered, friend.
We just
It's
saved
my
your
carpet. I
life.
don't have to sell it. I don't have to give it either.
We didn't have
Sure you do. I'm gonna use my speechcraft. What do I have? 30.
She's doing
Oops.
it, guys. Well, you do make quite a good point, I guess. You have saved me from quite many things. And honestly, I don't see myself riding this contraption at all, ever.
And it doesn't match your decor, so.
It truly doesn't. Here, go ahead and take the carpet. I'm sorry. I was so focused on gold.
Listen, I get it, and I'm sorry I was grumpy. It's just, you know, near-death experiences get me a bit prickly.
They seem to follow us everywhere.
Yeah, I'm starting to think I might be cursed.
Probably. I wouldn't put that past Vaughn at all.
Yeah, but my old mentor ain't dead, so I got that going for me.
Ah,
Can he help us?
Good. The bartender at Culdier, I'm assuming you mean.
Oh, no, I forgot I never told you about any of that.
You don't have to, it's fine.
It's okay, but basically,
Please don't.
like a father to me, thought was dead, shaped the course of my life. Not dead, hooray.
Meanwhile, Pax
That's
is trying
wonderful.
out
I'm so
flying
glad
carpet.
you got reacquainted with Mr. Tibbles, Reg. What is Pax doing?
Trying out the magic flying carpet.
But Mr. Tibbles is the rat in it.
Messena
Reg
walks
just
away
sits-
from you, Reg.
Reg just sits down in just sad confusion.
So, Pax, how are you going to try out the flying carpet?
Well, I have to spread it out, and then I have to sit on it. And then I
Okay.
have to hope that it. I don't know how to drive a flying carpet.
Yeehaw.
So you sit
does
down
this
on the
work?
flying carpet, and it begins levitating, just like inches off the ground.
Go.
Tofu has exactly what I had in mind in chat. You start to hum a little song, and it begins flying.
I can show you the world.
Yeah. As you start singing that melody, it starts taking you up into the clouds and all around and through clouds, over, under, sideways.
And under?
Yep. You kind of you notice that it's controlled more so by like weight distribution. And so like as you kind of lean in different directions, it will travel in that direction.
Yes. What are those things called? Those little unicycles that the mall cops drive.
Like a Segway?
Segway. It's a Segway.
Yes. This is the Eritrean version of a Segway,
Perfect.
but with no handles and no helmets. And Paul Blart, Mall Cop, doesn't drive it.
Not.
So Rog comes back up from below deck wearing Lutz's pants that look like skinny jeans, one size too small.
They probably have sparkles
Like,
on them.
obviously very uncomfortable. Looks directly at Reg and goes, I think I see why he speaks this way.
The pants constrict the vocal cords. That was Ray doing Rog's voice doing an impression of Lutz. That was great. Good job.
That hurt the left hemisphere of my brain.
Yeah, for real. So, as you guys kind of settle from the battle, the captain thanks you. You've dealt with Messena and with Hugh Manson, whose allegiance is now back with the captain and with Pax. You guys sit down and decide that you need to get some rest and really plan out what's in store for you guys for when you get back to Culdier. You still have a couple days left in your journey back to Culdier, but if you're thinking about sending a note with Kevin, that's something that you guys can kind of work on in that time. So we're going to call it here. This is the end of our stream. Thank you guys so much for participating. Big shout out to Tofu, to Raven, and to Vral for participating as our lovely characters named Scarlet Dirtylocks, Hugh Manson, and of course Poop Deck. Really excellent names, excellent things. Loved the wrench Vral threw into that. As always, if you got artwork, character sketches, stuff like that, we'd love to see them. Keep an eye out for all sorts of new things coming. I know we will be adding a new cast member here in the next several weeks. So keep an eye out for that. If you are listening right now and not watching us live on Twitch, join us live on Twitch Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. If you are listening to it on Spotify, on Apple, iTunes, whatever you listen to your podcast on, please review it. We would really appreciate that. And of course, as always, if you like Shattered Dawn, like what we're playing, you can always check us out online. You can buy books in our online store, and more importantly, you can visit most of the comic book and game stores here in Jacksonville, Florida, and buy a book there. So we appreciate all you guys have been with us for, all we've accomplished, and we hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. We will see you next Tuesday for the next episode of Shattered Dungeons.